everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a speed build and this is for my current household, except they're not ready to move into this house yet. Basically I have this particular generation, I have it like pre-decided, like it's all, what am I trying to say? Like I've already decided what the storyline is going to be, so I know how many kids they're going to have and what house they're going to move into. So they're currently living in a little house in Oasis Springs, and then they're going to have two more kids, which are going to be twin girls, and then they're going to move into this house. So it's decorated for that, and they already have a son. So yeah, anyway. That's besides the point. I don't really want to talk about the build. I want to talk about other stuff. So I'm actually doing some pre-recording at the moment. So I am recording this on the 4th of November. But I'm pre-recording for my holiday. So you are not going to be seeing this until probably December, January. So, I mean, you obviously know when you're going to be seeing it because you're seeing it. You know, yeah, anyway. Alright, so let's get on with some little stories. So I've said this before, but I don't want to do, like, stories that are time relevant, because if I'm like, oh my god, this happened today, it's just not going to make any sense. I don't think, anyway. Well, anyway. Let's just get to what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about my little puppy, because, I mean, who doesn't like dogs? If you don't like dogs, get out of my channel. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really like cats, so I can forgive you for not liking dogs, as long as you can forgive me for not liking cats. Anyway, that's like a bit of a different story. So I just want to talk about my little puppy, Reggie. He is the most spoiled puppy around. And, I guess this is something that happened a couple weeks ago, but you know, I can tell the story now and it'll still make sense. So basically, my little puppy, we live with my grandma and she has tiles downstairs and carpet upstairs, and understandably, you know, my dog sheds a little bit, so she doesn't want him going upstairs and getting his fur in the carpet. Fair enough. So he is allowed downstairs but not upstairs. And when we go to put him outside, we always kind of feel bad, because I don't know, like I feel bad putting him outside. So what we did, we made it so that he could actually get inside into the laundry. So if it's cold or really hot or raining, he can get inside. So he has access into the laundry, and in the laundry he has this really beautiful plush cushion bed. And then outside he has a doghouse, a outside bed, and a heap of blankets. And anyway, so we'd put him outside at night time and would fold up all of his blankets and would, you know, like tuck him into his little doghouse and everything. And without fail, every day we would come out, he would have pulled out all the blankets, like every single one of the blankets, he would have pulled them out from the house, like his doghouse, pulled them into the middle of the garden, and he will sleep on a blanket in the middle of the garden. It doesn't matter if it's like freezing cold and frosty. He refuses to sleep in his house, and he also refuses to sleep in the laundry. And it's like, how are you not cold? You know, like I'll come out on a cold night, a hot night, a medium night, whatever, and he is always just sitting right in the middle of the garden on a blanket. And as I said, he has 3 different places he could sleep that would be far better than a blanket on the concrete, but that's where he chooses to sleep. And then anytime it rains, the little bugger, he will get all of his blankets out of the house, his doghouse, and put them in the middle of the garden so that they get wet, and then he will sleep in his doghouse on the plastic. So like, once again, if we ever put him out and it's raining, we will put him out, we put all of his blankets in his house, make it all cozy, and then you come out the next morning and all of his blankets are in the middle of the garden soaking wet, and he's just like sitting in his little doghouse on the plastic. And it's like, mate, what are you doing? And it's like, it drives me insane, because I feel bad for him, but I know, like, I obviously know he's not cold or whatever, because he wouldn't do that if he was cold. But it's like, it's not the point. It's my baby, and I think he deserves better. And that was the other point. He also had access into the laundry. He never went in the laundry. Like, I'm not even joking. He would never go in the laundry. Like, even if we started him off in there, if we put him in the laundry, you'd come back 5 minutes later and he's out on a blanket on the concrete. Like, he never went in the laundry. And he had a really nice plush bed in the laundry. And the only time he ever did go in the laundry, it was to chew the bed. So we ended up having to throw this bed out because he had destroyed it, because he'd, like, chewed it to pieces. So, honestly, he is just the most spoiled puppy ever. So what I do now is, if it rains, I actually will sleep on the lounge with him, because the lounge is downstairs where the tiles are. So the other night, like, it was pouring down with rain and I was like, I can't put my baby outside. So yeah, Reggie and I slept on the lounge together, and my grandma's like, why are you sleeping on the lounge? You have a perfectly good bed upstairs. I'm like, I know I have a good bed upstairs, but little Reggie can't come upstairs. And she just like shakes her head. She's like, yeah, well, you know, whatever makes you happy. So yeah, my husband would sleep on the lounge, but it really hurts his back. So I am the one that sleeps on the lounge. And I also do sleepovers with him after night shift, because I get really bad insomnia after night shift, and I roll around and wake everybody up. So it's just easier for me to sleep on the lounge. And we don't have a TV in our bedroom, and I like watching the TV when I can't sleep. It kind of relaxes me and puts me to sleep. So it's really good if I just sleep on the lounge. I can, like, you know, if I wake up, I'm not going to wake anyone else up. I can put the TV on and not bother anyone. And I also get to have an extra little sleepover with my baby Reggie. So yeah, he is like the most spoilt dog in the whole entire world, hands down. Like, he has my husband and I wrapped around his little paw. Like, he's so spoiled and he knows it. Gets away with murder. Even my grandma loves him, and like, my grandma she's not the type who would admit it. Like, she's like, yeah, of course I love Reggie, but she loves him like even more than that. I think that she adores him, and she takes him, like, she goes for a walk every morning, like, just even before we moved in with her and stuff. Like, that was just a thing that she does. She goes for a walk every morning, and it's just really cute when she like takes him for a walk, and I don't know, she takes him for a walk every morning, and he knows. So she'll just like go, Reggie, do you want to go for a walk? And he'll like run up to where his lead is, and he sits in front of his lead and gets like so excited, and then they like walk off together, and it is so cute. Such a spoiled little dog. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my puppy. And then I did also have another story, which is not a time relevant, I guess. So this year I've put on a little bit of weight. I put on like 10 kilos, I guess. But the point is, not all of my clothes fit anymore. So I've been eating really bad, and I'm trying to like improve my diet and stuff, and I would like to fit back into my old clothes. So as I said, I've been eating better, and I am losing some weight, and I put this dress on, and I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'll wear this dress today. So I wore that dress, but then I went down and I got a coffee. And actually, hang on, important side note. It was a bit of a V-neck dress, and I don't think V-neck things are super appropriate for like work, because I was going to work, and like, I don't really like to wear, you know, like things that are kind of exposing like that. I feel really uncomfortable, so I always wear like singlets under things. It just makes me feel better. So I had this V-neck dress on, and I had a singlet underneath just to make it more, you know, just more better, let's just say that. Anyway, so, you know, it fit really well, like, it fit perfect, and I hadn't been able to wear that dress for ages because it didn't fit, so I was super excited, and I ended up on my way to work getting a coffee, and I got a coffee with full cream milk, and full cream milk makes me bloated, like, and it makes me feel like a little bit sick sometimes as well. Like, I can put it down to now, I really love having coffee every day, but I need to have skim milk. Otherwise, I just get like a bit, I don't know, the full cream milk doesn't agree with me too much. So yeah, I ended up having a full cream milk cappuccino, and I kind of got a bit bloated, and the dress was that little bit too tight. And I was like, nah, push through. So I was like sitting at work by this point, and I was like, oh, and I started to get a stomachache from the dress being too tight. And it was basically, if I didn't have that singlet on, it wouldn't have been too tight. But I didn't want to take the singlet off because, as I said, I don't like having, you know, V-neck stuff at work without a singlet on. And I didn't know what to do. So someone at work is like, oh, you know, take the singlet off, or like, you know, she was saying that I need to get one of those things that it's like a bralette kind of thing, and it makes like V-neck shirts have a little bit more like coverage and stuff. And then I had this brainwave, and I was like, what if I cut my singlet so it's just like a little crop top instead of it being the full singlet, and then that way I still have like the coverage, but I won't have the tightness around my stomach. And I was like, yes, brilliant idea. So I had to like go to the toilet. Like I did it in the cubicle because obviously like I'm not gonna like, you know, I had to like lift my dress up and everything. So I went into the cubicle to go and like adjust my dress, and I went in there, and the toilet was completely empty, and I went in there and I'm like trying to like cut my dress in the bathroom and be like, I hope that no one like knows what I'm doing, or I don't have to explain myself, because this is going to be like really embarrassing. So anyway, I'm like doing that in the bathroom, and then next minute someone comes in and they sit in the toilet directly next to mine. Now I am like all the way, like when you first walk in, there's like a row of toilets, and I'm the second from the last. And someone came and went into the last toilet. Why do people do this? This drives me insane. There is unspoken toilet etiquette. You do not sit next to someone, like don't sit in the cubicle next to someone unless there are no other cubicles. And even then, if you can hold it, you just leave and you come back in 5 minutes. And it drives me insane when people do that. Like, there is nothing that I hate more than people coming in and sitting next to me in the toilet cubicle when there are other cubicles they could go in, because they always make a point of going to the one at the end so that people won't sit next to me, but they still do it. They still sit next to me, and I get so passionately annoyed about it, and I want to tell them, I just want to be like, can you go to a different cubicle, please? Because honestly, it's rude. I mean, like, it's not rude, I'm exaggerating, but it's like really, really annoying. So this person came in next to me. I'm gonna like continue on about this like whole toilet etiquette thing in a minute. I just want to finish my first story. So yeah, this person came in like next to me, and I was like, oh, and I don't know, I get a little bit like toilet shy. It's like, I just heard you go to the toilet, I can't go out. And then another person came in, and then I was like, oh my God, oh. And then all these people came in, and I was like, damn it. And I had like a pair of scissors with me. And I didn't know, like, how awkward is that? Just like walking out of the bathroom with some scissors? Like, what are people going to think? And then I also had like the fabric. Oh, someone is knocking. That was random. Sorry about that. My grandma was like knocking on my knocking on the bedroom door, because it's my sister's birthday today, and we're going to see some like cousins. I'm actually doing a vlog. By the time this video goes up, the vlog for my sister's birthday will be up on my channel. I will try and link it down below, so go check it out. But anyway, back to the story. So I'm like standing in this toilet cubicle with like fabric from the bottom of my singlet and a pair of scissors, and I'm like, there's like 3 other people in here, and I was at work as well, which makes it more awkward. It's not like you can kind of just leave and you'll never see these people again. And I didn't know what to do, and I was so awkward, and I didn't know what to do. So I was trying to like hide the scissors, and then I was like, nah, that looks even worse, like coming out of the bathroom trying to hide the scissors. Maybe I just come out and just you know, I don't know. So I kind of just like waited for a little bit, and people just kept on coming in and going out, and it was like I couldn't stay in there any longer because I also hate the bathroom. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to go out and just be cool about it. So like open the door, and there's a few people like kind of not staring at me, but just they heard the door open, so they like turned to look, and I was like holding a piece of fabric and a pair of scissors. I'm like, I just had some alterations to do, bye, and just like ran out of the toilet without even washing my hands, which is gross because I didn't actually go to the toilet, but I think I don't like going into the bathroom and not washing my hands. So then I just kind of like power walked back to my desk, and I was like, that was so embarrassing. And I ended up having to like then go to the kitchen to wash my hands, and then everyone stared at me in there because I'm like washing my hands in the kitchen, and it was just a whole big awkward thing that I just didn't want to have to deal with, but I did have to deal with it, and it was just super duper annoying. So yeah, that's like my random like t-shirt, clothing, toilet, random fail. And now I'm just going to go back and talk a little bit about just like that kind of toilet etiquette thing. I don't like people touching me. I don't like people getting like in my personal space or becoming like coming close to me. I really don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I can't explain it, but I just, ugh. So when people sit in the cubicle next to me in the toilet, like I literally just go like, ugh, and it makes me so anxious, and I hate when people do it. But I also hate like when people just get too close. Like if I'm standing in line and someone stands too close behind me, I like literally like curl up, and I'm like, no, I just do not like it at all. I don't like it. And there's a lady at work, and I love her. She's absolutely lovely, but she really gets in your personal space, and I don't think she knows that she does it. And I don't have the, like, how do you say to someone, look, you're just getting too close, can you move? Like, you can't say that to people. And I'm not going to say her name. She's lovely, like, no shade to her whatsoever, but she always will, like, maybe show me something, and she just gets, like, really close, and I'm always like, I don't like it. And I think she knows that I don't like people in my personal space, but she doesn't realize that she's doing it, if that makes sense. Like, she has very good intentions. She's not the kind of, she wouldn't like do it on purpose. I think she's a very in your face kind of person and doesn't realize that she's doing it to me. And it's just like, I don't like it. I'm even getting like shivery just talking about it now. People getting in my personal space. I just, yuck, ew. Can't deal with it. And I have to stop talking about it now because it like, literally, I'm like here just like shivering away. It's stupid. Okay guys, sorry again for yet another break. This is a bit of a messy voiceover, and I do apologize. I'm just really trying to get some videos pre-recorded. As I said, I'm going on like a 4-week holiday, so it's quite a lot of videos that I need to pre-record. And today is my sister's birthday, so once again I got interrupted because I had to go to my cousin's house. Like, my cousin wanted to see my sister on her birthday, and we all went over there, and it was whole big thing. So like, I do really apologize that there's been like a few random like breaks and everything in this video, but yeah, as I said, I'm just really trying to like just like I just need to pre-record, and yeah, I'm sorry, and let's just move on because I'm finished talking about things that make me uncomfortable. And I actually, this is like really random, but I was on Reddit the other day, and they were just talking about like your ideal Sims game. And it just kind of like got me thinking, what is your ideal Sims game? Like, if you could create a hybrid version or something, but you can only use things that the Sims already have, like, what would your ideal game be? So for me personally, my ideal Sims game, it would be the Sims 2 gameplay. I think the Sims 2 gameplay was definitely the best. So Sims 2 gameplay, then like a semi-open world. I don't need like a fully open world, but I would like to have like open neighborhoods. So like, you know how you already have neighborhoods in The Sims 4? Like, if you could just go into that one neighborhood and then that was all an open world. So yeah, open or semi-open world. So like, as that comes from The Sims 3. And then if you could have the graphics and then like the create a sim and build mode from Sims 4. And I don't even want like creator style, because I do agree creator style was like super buggy. I just wish that all the furniture had, say, 5 unique color swatches, but then on top of those unique color swatches there were like 10 color swatches that every single item has, if that makes sense. So just say like, if they just added, you know, they could even like patch this in, I feel, but all they'd have to do is just like add like some color swatches that are all the same. So it doesn't matter what piece of furniture you get, you can get all white, you know, all brown, all light brown, all medium brown. So you can either have like the mismatched furniture that they have at the moment, or you can choose to have it like 5 core colors that are universal among all the things. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, like that would kind of be like my ideal Sims game. And look, honestly, I love the game as it is. I think that, you know, a lot of the time the Sims crew don't get enough kind of like credit for that and everything. And I do. I really think that Sims 4 is great and unique in its own way. And I think they've put so much work into improving the game. So I'm really not trying to like bash them or anything at all. as I said in a previous video, when The Sims 4 first came out, I really did not like it. 100% admit to that, and yeah, I really didn't like it. But I love the game now, and it's just amazing. And yeah, I still have like another, yikes, like 5 or so minutes, and I don't know what else to say, guys. Let me just think. What am I trying to think of a story? Oh, I went to the gym today. I have been getting up at 7:30 on a Saturday to go to the gym. Like, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And, fortunately, you know, I'm just like patting my stomach as I say this, losing a bit of weight, but most of all, I'm eating better and I'm feeling so much better because, I was starting to just feel so gross eating bad all the time. So I'm really, really happy that, you know, I've taken the steps to get on a healthier path. And actually, sorry, this is the last thing. I'm just going to go after this because I don't have anything else to say, but I really just wanted to talk about this twin girls' bedroom. So as I said, I already know the storyline of this household, and they're gonna have twin girls, and I really love this bedroom. I think it's so adorable, and I love the parenthood beds. They just they give me life. I love them so much. And then up the top here, I think I'm doing the bathroom now. I don't always do bathrooms on camera because I feel like they're in some ways kind of boring. Yeah, I don't know, just because I don't know, they're just a bit boring. I don't know, guys. You let me know, if you think bathrooms are boring. Because I often do cut them out. I cut out, the bathrooms a lot, and I cut out landscaping a lot because I think that, I'm worried that people will find it boring. Yeah. But anyway, up on this, top landing, I put this little, kids play area because I didn't know what else to fill the space with, and I was like, oh, let's do a little kids room. And I don't know, I think kids areas are really cute. I personally never had a kids room when I was younger. Everything was always in my bedroom, but I think that it's cool just to have a little space for you know, your kitty sims just to hang out and play and do what they want to do. And then once again, this parenthood furniture is amazing. I love that clutter item, that you know what it is, the toy chest thing. I think it's great. So yeah, guys, that's all I can say about the build. I'm out of stories. I'm sorry. This is a very long voiceover. So I'm going to leave you all with some music, and I'm really sorry that this was kind of crappy and everything, but I hope that you guys understand and that you still enjoy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I am currently away at the moment, but please make sure you still comment and like and do all of that stuff. I will have Wi-Fi in some point, so I'll definitely be checking in and responding to you all as soon as I can. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye!